What's cracking, people? Angelic Mayhem here. In this episode, we're talking cops and robbers, specifically how police stations are a little different than their deceptively similar cousins, the fire station and the clinic. I'm also going to show you how thieves and murderers can creep into your lovely city from your nasty neighbors. Understanding how to best utilize police stations is to understand the difference between proactive and reactive. Fire engines wait at the station for a phone call letting them know that there's a fire. That is reactive. Conversely, squad cars actively patrol the city looking for bad guys. This proactive style creates a moving net of coverage that expands well beyond the deceptively tiny green circle that surrounds your station as it hovers in the air waiting to be plopped. For this reason, in most maps you can get away with having only one police station, provided you stock it full of squad cars. The impulse to pour 5 or 6 station houses into your city is based on trickery from our dear friends at Maxis. After all, if the police stations look like firehouses, they have similar radii as firehouses, we must need as many of them as we do firehouses, right? Ha! You're wrong! And I'm going to show you why. Cue the video! So here we are at Conestoga Crossing. And I've set up a little city here. This will eventually become a university town. My university is going to be on that big bald spot right there, and surrounding it will be all of the fraternities and sororities. Thousands of them. Thousands of fraternities and sororities. It's the way that it should be. So now, in this little town, I have set up 2 police stations. One on the far side to take care of the industrial area, and then one here at the university town to take care of all of the other problems. Now, I've got a jail on this one, and so far I don't have any patrol cars other than the ones that come with the station itself. So I got 2 patrol cars out, and what I want you to notice first is that as those patrol cars move, so too does the green coverage area for the police station, because each patrol car operates as a mobile station. So your police coverage is basically wherever your cars are. This is completely different than what you see with the fire station and with the clinic. When an ambulance goes out or a fire truck goes out, it does not increase the network or the size of the coverage area. It just simply responds to the call, it goes out, it puts out the fire or picks up the sim, and then returns to the station. Alright, now here I'm going to begin adding some additional patrol cars, and as they enter you will see that they also increase the total area that is being patrolled and is covered by this one police station. Now what you should know is that even though I placed a police station over here in the industrial area, those police cars are not going to stay there. They're going to come over to the other side and patrol over here as well. So that's why at the beginning I started talking about how in some cases you only really need maybe 1 or 2 police stations at most, because the patrol cars will go and find all the areas. The question comes down to how quickly will they respond to a crime. Now we're going to see a little bit of criminal action a bit later, but right now, as you can see, the majority of this town is covered, and all of its needs are met, given how small all the houses are. If this was a medium or a high density city, which I hadn't planned on it being, but if I had decided to go that way, I might need 1 other police station, which I would put on the right hand side near City Hall to cover that area, and then the police cars would flow in between the 2, and that would be the perfect coverage for the entire thing. 2 police stations. Even though the police station looks like a fire station, you do not need 5 of them. That is an incredible waste of money. And where it's tricky is when you're first plopping a police station, the green circle that shows you where the quote coverage is very small. So you think, oh well, I'm going to need police station here and police station there and police station there just to try to cover the whole board with green. That's not the case, because the patrol cars will bring green with them and they will provide the coverage. Now, there is a limit to the distance that a patrol car can patrol. So don't think that they're going to cover the entirety of your board. They will go out into a specific area and they'll do circles, okay? But because they're doing circles, if you put your police station in a centralized area, that will provide the coverage that you need for your city as a whole. And whenever there's a crime, the police patrol cars will swarm to wherever the crime is taking place. They'll arrest the bad guy. One patrol car will go back to the station with the bad guy, and then the other patrol cars will resume the circle. All right. Now we've reached nighttime. And as you can see, at the scroll at the top, it says a murderous spree in Settlers Rest. The murderer slips out, and the cops respond. The second that he arrives in the city, he goes after his first crime, and boom, the cops jump on top of him. The only time when the police become overwhelmed is when the number of criminals exceeds their ability to arrest. So what causes that? All right, the first thing that causes that is not having good education. The second thing that causes that is when your neighbors are bums. If your neighbor has a huge crime spree, then they're going to send their criminals over, and that's going to cause you troubles. There you have it, people. Thank you for watching another episode of my groundbreaking YouTube series, SimCityversity. You can find the link to my other articles in the description below. Give me a thumbs up or a subscribe if you like this video, and I'll see you later.